All right, welcome back to the AI Research Roundup. I'm your host, Alex. So this article, Values in the Wild, Discovering and Analyzing Values in Real-World Language Model Interactions, published April 21st, 2025, presents a new way to analyze the values expressed by Anthropic's LLM, Claude. Basically, they're looking at how Claude's responses in real user conversations reflect its intended values, like helpfulness and honesty, because existing methods aren't great for this in the wild evaluation. They analyzed a ton of anonymized conversations and categorized them based on the values expressed. Okay, so this figure basically lays out their process, starting with real conversations, .u, .eh, then feature extraction, where they identify both human and AI values expressed. It then shows how they built the AI value taxonomy, and, well, how context influences the values displayed. Finally, it shows how Claude responded to human values, mostly supporting them. Okay, so this figure shows the taxonomy of AI values they developed. It breaks down the values into 5 main categories: practical, epistemic, social, protective, and personal. Each category then has subcategories. And finally, individual values. So like, practical values includes efficiency and professional excellence and so on. The percentages show how often these values popped up in the conversations, with practical values appearing most frequently. Okay, so this figure dives deeper into how context influences Claude's values. It shows how different tasks like relationship advice or software design elicit different values. So for relationship advice, healthy boundaries is prominent, while for software design, it's maintainability. Well, the bottom part shows how AI values are linked to human values. For example, when humans express authenticity, Claude often responds with professionalism. So this really highlights how Claude adapts its value expression based on the situation and the user's input. Okay, so this figure from the article shows how Claude reacts to different human values. It breaks down responses into strong support, reframing, and strong resistance. Strong support, at 28.2%, aligns with things like community building. Reframing, like we saw earlier with context, happens with things like relationship advice. Then, well, strong resistance, though only 3%, deals with, unethical requests. So, it's another way of showing how context and human values shape Claude's responses. Okay, so to wrap up this article about analyzing Claude's values in real-world conversations, it presents a new method for doing this, which is important because existing methods aren't really up to the task. Well, the key takeaways are that Claude generally expresses the intended positive values, but context really matters. All right, that's it for this segment of the AI Research Roundup. Thanks for listening.